protocols of COVID-19. Washing your hands, wearing your face mask, and maintaining social distance whenever you go out. And going out only and only whenever it is necessary. So children, today we are going to talk about chapter number 28 of your GK book. So children, this chapter is about mythology. Mythology, children, are ancient stories, and in those ancient stories we have mythological characters. So now you will ask, what are mythological characters? Okay, I'll tell you. So children, these mythological characters are the strange creatures which are mentioned in the old ancient stories, and these characters, they have special God-given powers. Okay, so these characters can be gods, they can be demons, and they can be superheroes. So in this chapter we are going to talk about a few mythological characters. So first of all, we have a question on a Greek character. Okay, this character had wings, and the head was of a woman and the body was of a lion, and there was a tail also, and tail of a serpent, that is snake. And do you know what was the name of that character? It was Sphinx. Okay, so Sphinx, a Greek character that had wings. So you can see the wings, and the head was of a woman, body was of lion, and there was a tail. The tail was of a snake. Okay, and this lady, she was in the habit of asking riddles. Okay, and the people who failed to answer her riddles, she used to kill them. And Oedipus, he was a prince, so he answered the riddle, and when the riddle was answered, at that time this Sphinx, she killed herself. Okay, so that was the only way of killing this cruel character. Okay, by answering the riddle. So you must have heard about the great pyramids of Egypt. These are the great pyramids of Egypt. So near those great pyramids there is a stone statue, the statue of Sphinx. Okay, she is having a face of a woman, the body of a lion, she has also wings, and the tail is of a serpent. So now let's talk about another character. So now you have to name the character who were creatures who were half men and half horses. Okay, so the characters were Centaurus. Okay, so these characters, they were having the body that was half men and half horse. So half body was of a man and half body was of a horse. Okay, so they were very brave characters. Now moving on to the third, you have to name the creature that was a winged horse, a horse having wings that later transformed into a constellation. Constellation is a group of stars in the sky. Do you know what was the name of that horse with wings? It was Pegasus. You all must have watched Harry Potter. You must have seen Pegasus over there. So now look at the beautiful Pegasus. Okay, so this is Pegasus, a white horse, a legendary horse. Okay, and it has wings. And in the second half of the picture, you can see the constellation. Constellation, a group of stars. And the name of this group is Pegasus because it resembles the horse. That is why, children. Now, you have to name the mythological bird of Egypt. Okay, a very special bird of Egypt. Okay, it is mentioned in the mythological stories, ancient stories. And the name of that bird is phoenix. It is also known as the firebird. Okay, and it is eternal bird. Eternal bird. In Harry Potter, you have seen a bird with Lord Dumbledore. Okay, and that is a phoenix. Sorry, it's a phoenix. Okay, so it is believed that this bird is eternal, it never dies. Whenever a phoenix dies, it burns into ashes, and from those ashes rises another phoenix. Okay, so a phoenix never dies. Okay, it rises from its own ashes. Now moving on to another special character. Okay, it resembles a horse, but the difference is that there is a single horn in the center of its forehead. Okay, it has a white body, the head is red, and the eyes are blue. And the name of that special creature is unicorn. So you all must have seen a unicorn in fairy tales. Okay, a special white horse, a divine horse. Okay, with a horn. Okay, you can see the horn. You can see the horn. This is the horn. Okay, this is the horn on the head. So it's a special horse. Now, moving on to the last question, you have to name the fire-eating monster. Okay, this monster is partly a lion, that half part is lion, partly a goat, and partly a serpent. So it's a mixture of three animals, that is lion, goat, and serpent. It is a fire eating monster. That means fire comes out of its mouth, and its name is chimera. So you want to see the pic? Okay, here it is. So see this. See this monster. Its body is a combination of lion, goat, and a serpent. Okay, so it's a fire eating monster, chimera. So now let's move on to the next chapter. So children, after chapter number 28, we are going to do chapter number 29. And this chapter is about Chandrayaan, Chandrayaan 2, a space vehicle that has taken India to the moon. Okay, so from mythology, now we will be talking about the success of science. So children, as I told you, Chandrayaan 2 is a mission. Okay, it's this mission is highly complex mission because it represents a significant technological leap compared to all the other previous missions of ISRO. You all must have heard about it. Okay, so at first ISRO sent Chandrayaan 1 to moon, but now the second Chandrayaan has been sent recently. Okay, and this is a unique mission, and its aim is to study not just one area of the moon, but all the areas combining the exosphere, the surface, as well as the subsurface of the moon in this single mission. And this Chandrayaan 2 mission, it consists of a lunar orbiter. You know what is a lunar orbiter? No? So this orbiter, it serves, okay, it will go and it will observe the lunar surface and it will maintain a communication between Earth and Chandrayaan 2's lander. Okay, so this orbiter, it will serve as a communication between the Earth and the lander. Do you know what is the name of that lander? The name of the lander is Vikram lander. Okay, so this Vikram lander was designed to execute India's first soft landing on the lunar surface. Okay, not the hard landing, but the soft landing was done just because of this Vikram lander. Okay, so you all must be aware of all these terms. Okay, now let's talk about the next part. Okay, that is Pragyan lunar rover. So this mission consists of lunar orbiter, the Vikram lander and the Pragyan lunar rover. Okay, so this lunar rover is a 6-wheeled all-powered vehicle. Okay, so it translates everything in Sanskrit. Okay, so Pragyan rover, it's a Sanskrit word Pragyan, which means wisdom in Sanskrit. Okay, so the main scientific objectives of this Chandrayaan 2 mission, as I have already told you, is to study the map and the variations on the lunar surface, its soil composition, and to find out the locations and abundance of lunar water. And do you know which area they are focusing on? They are going to study about the south polar regions of the moon. Okay, so now let's talk about the first question. So children, you have to tell Chandrayaan 2 is launched by. So there are 4 names of the special launching vehicles. The first name is PSLV Mk2, GSLV Mk2, PSLV Mk3, GSLV. Okay, Mk3. So these are the names of the space launching vehicles. Okay, with the help of which this Chandrayaan 2 was launched in the space. Okay, so the correct answer is GSLV Mk3. Okay, so with the help of GSLV Mk3, this was launched. Okay, it is India's most powerful launcher, and it is completely designed and fabricated in India. Now you have to name the Chandrayaan 2's mission's lander. We just talked about this lander. What is the name? Is it Dharma lander, Krishna lander, Bhima lander, or Vikram lander? Yes, you guessed it right. It is Vikram lander. Moving on to the third question, you have to identify the country that has not conducted a moon landing mission. Okay, the country which has not conducted any moon landing mission. So the options are China, USA, Russia, and France. So children, you must note it down that France has not yet conducted a moon landing mission. Now, Chandrayaan 2 is the first space mission to conduct a soft landing on the moon's dash polar region. I just told you about that. So, which one is that polar region? Is it east, west, north, or south? Very good. You again guessed it right. That means you people are listening very, very carefully. The answer is south. Good. Now you have to tell who is the project director of Chandrayaan 2. Your four options are Muthaiya Vanita, Kirti Kumari, Nisha Subramaniam, and Ganga Paradhaman. And the answer is Muthaiya Vanita. Yes, children. Now, let's talk about MOM. MOM, the Mars Orbiter Mission. So, children, you must have watched the movie Mission Mars. Okay, so this movie was about this Mission MOM. So, this MOM or the Mars Orbiter mission is also called MANGALYAAN, and it is a space probe orbiting Mars since 24th September 2014, and it was launched on 5th November 2013. It was launched by ISRO. Okay, so children, remember the movie? Yes. So, with this, we come to the end. So, children, today's homework is that you have to complete your chapter number 28 and 29 in your GK books. So, that's all. Bye bye. Take care.